There's something going on behind the scenes at Everton that could change the course of the club for years to come. And fans have little idea of what's being cooked up away from the spotlight. David Moyes' return was just the beginning. Now, with the new American owners preparing for their first transfer window, unexpected decisions are being made. And there are big names being mentioned in the corridors of Goodison Park. But the most curious thing? A statement by Moyes himself on air caused a stir and hinted at what's really to come. Stay tuned until the end, because the move that's about to happen could directly impact the club's future, on and off the field. And of course, before we dive into this story, like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates from our Everton. What's coming up at Everton promises to shake up the summer on Merseyside, and it's no exaggeration to say that we could be about to witness a historic turnaround for the club. With the Friedkin Group taking over the reins, this will be the first transfer window with the new owners in charge. And expectations? They are high, especially because it was this change that brought David Moyes back to Goodison Park, with a new energy taking over behind the scenes. But wait a minute, will there really be a big investment coming? In a recent interview with TalkSport, Moyes let something curious slip. When asked if the club would be active in the window, he was direct. "I think we will be. The new owners have arrived, we have hired a new CEO, and we are trying to align everything with the people in the United States." And he went further. "I have a good idea of what the club needs. I know what the fans want. I know what the move to the new stadium represents. So I hope we have support in the market." But then comes the point that has many people on edge. "I don't think it will be absurd, but there are some deals to be done." In other words, nothing crazy, but enough to shake things up. And why does this matter so much now? Because the team is going to undergo some changes. There are players whose contracts are coming to an end, there are people who could leave, and there is a new project being drawn up with the move to Bramley Moor Dock on the horizon. For fans who are tired of seeing transfer windows go by unnoticed, the scenario is starting to change. Names like Sean Longstaff, Liam Delap, and even Richarlison have already been linked to Everton. Will it happen? No one knows for sure. But the fact that these conversations are happening already shows that the wheels are turning. Meanwhile, off the pitch, another decision caught attention and drew praise even from someone no one expected, Stan Collymore. The former Liverpool striker called the Friedkin Group's decision to transform Goodison Park into the new permanent home of the women's team a smart one. And it's not just about the symbolism. It strengthens the stadium's legacy, brings fans even closer to the women's team, and also gives a dignified use to a place that has marked generations. Collymore has even bet that every Everton fan will end up returning to Goodison at least once in the next 5 years. And guess what? He's right. With the men preparing for their new home and the women keeping the soul of Goodison alive, the club is starting to build something much bigger than a new squad. It's paving the way for a new era. Now, the question remains, how far can David Moyes take this project? Will he have a big campaign next season? And what about the reinforcements? Will they arrive in time to change the game? The answers are coming, and from the looks of it, Everton's pre-season is going to be anything but smooth. Yeah, fans, it seems like the Friedkin Group isn't messing around. There is planning, there is structure, and little by little, Everton is repositioning itself as a club that thinks big, but with its feet on the ground. David Moyes knows what he needs. And now, with Goodison getting a new lease of life and Bramley Moor Dock on the horizon, we are talking about a new Everton, a club that respects its history but wants to write a much more ambitious future. If you enjoyed this content and want to continue following everything that happens with our team, like it, share this video with other fans and comment below. Do you trust this new project? Let's go together in this new era.